everybody. I'm excited that it's finally November, birth month. So I decided I want to challenge myself, and I'm going to try to post a video every day this month. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try. I have decided that I want to review the last season of the show Insecure. While I'm doing the review, I am going to work on this old twist out. I'm going to retwist it. It needs some moisturizer, some healing. It needs it all because it looks a mess. Okay? I've got some water, I'm going to use this leave-in conditioner, these melanin hair care products. That's what I'm going to use today. Twist this hair all up and go to bed. I am tired. Okay, so let me get this hair out of this puff. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. So, okay, I'm in the middle of flat twisting my hair. Okay, so now I'm going to start reviewing Insecure Season 5, Episode 2. What is it called? It'll be on the video title. I can't think of it right now. Okay. This episode is pretty much centered around Issa and Molly. It begins with time just passing by. Issa's organization, The Block, is thriving. It's gaining followers. Molly is, of course, succeeding at work. And it jumps to a year later. A whole year has gone by. Issa and Molly are still friends. The Block has hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. So Issa's very excited about that. There was one event that Issa went to, and there was like a fan that was acting really weird. Like, she's like, oh gosh, I love coming to these events, and you saved my life. Like, she was like looking really creepy. And Issa was kind of awkwardly staring at her like, okay, this is weird. And then we see Nathan. Nathan has made a comeback. He is wanting to collaborate with Issa for an event. They look like they're starting to work on a friendship as well. Then we see Molly with her parents, and they get to talk about estate planning. And they pretty much wrote like on some notepad paper and pencil, and Molly's just like, this is not gonna work. Like, you need to be serious about this estate planning. And then Molly's mother introduces Molly to Herbert from church that became a deacon at 15. You know, he's this really dorky looking guy who turns trap music into gospel. And you know, Molly just keeps telling her mother, like, look, I'm not really thinking about dating right now. I am focused on myself. And you know how parents can be sometimes. They're like you need to hurry up before we get too old. And then we get to see Issa doing a presentation at a company called NBW. I was about to say NWA. NBW. I guess it's like a water company. I don't know. She's doing a presentation about Crenshaw. who is played by the beautiful Kofi Siriboe, also known as Ralph Angel from Queen Sugar. It's nice to see him. But yeah, she's doing a presentation for Crenshaw to do an event, to do a fashion show. You know, the people from NBW, Seth, seems to be really impressed. You know, they're like, oh my gosh, that just blew me away, doing that corny stuff. And but they said, but we don't know, like, it may be too much money for someone of his experience. Like, we know other people that are well known that it will suit better. Issa really pushes, you know, for Crenshaw. She really finds it frustrating how they kind of want to have like a more mainstream look for their events. Molly suggests to Issa that Issa would talk to Seth's boss, like go over him. And her name is Nadia. You know, Molly's just like, every boss has a boss. Talk to her and try to get Crenshaw. We cut to a scene where Molly is filling out a dating profile on an app. It might be The League. They talked about that seasons before. She was stumped on a couple of questions. Like, there was one that, you know, it asked what she was looking for. And then it flashed back to seasons before where she had these long lists of expectations. And then the other question was what dating her is like. And she was thinking about past relationships with Jared and Andrew and a couple of other people. She was just like, ooh, gosh, like I don't know. And then it goes to Issa having a lunch meeting with Nadia to talk about Crenshaw. And then another plate shows up and she's like, okay, there's more breakfast steaks. And it's Seth. Seth shows up. And, you know, Issa is still trying to push Crenshaw. Like, this is something you don't want to pass up. Like, Nadia and Seth agree. But then they say, we have some notes. Issa then tells Crenshaw that NBW agrees to do the event with him under some conditions, and he is not filling those notes. He's like, no, like that's like the most important parts of the show. Like, they heard about a drumming performance and featuring low rider bikes. And NBW wanted all that out. They wanted all those things out of the show. And Crenshaw was just not feeling it. Just like, no. I mean, at first it seems like he agrees to do it, but we know later on he's just like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do my show. Then we go to a scene where Molly calls her mother and apologizes for being so hard on them about estate planning. And, you know, that was a good moment. And the mother was just like, you know, I need to get over my fear and really take this seriously. And I'm going to talk to an estate planner. And she's still trying to push Church Herbert on Molly. Molly immediately hung up the phone. She's like, all right, I gotta go. Now it's the day of the event. It's the day of Crenshaw's fashion show. I just love the character Koya. I love the actress that plays her. I believe her name's Courtney. I don't know her full name, but I follow her on Instagram. She's hilarious. She was checking Molly to see if she had a gun. And she pulled out that metal detector. That was so funny. And by the way, I am loving Molly's haircut. And this outfit that she is wearing, this all black with the gold necklace. I am jealous of any female that can pull off a fade. Like, if I could skip all of this and just cut all of my hair, I think I would be happy. You know, I don't think it would be a good look on me personally, but I am jealous of any woman who can pull that off. And then some rude reporter came and kind of just like stepped in between Issa and Molly. And she was looking at Molly all weird up and down. Like, okay, what's wrong with you? And, you know, she does an interview with Issa. And then all of a sudden, Koya is trying to get Issa's attention. Like, okay, like, need you to come here, please. And Issa finally comes over, and Koya's like, yeah, it's about Crenshaw. Some stuff is going down backstage. And they go back there. And they see all the drummers and the lowrider bikes and everything that Seth had notes about. And Crenshaw was like, yeah, I'm not taking anything back. You know, they go back and forth, and Issa's like, you couldn't talk about this with me? Like, this is how you do me? And Crenshaw was like, I don't need you. Like, I've been good. I've been good before I even knew you. I am not selling out. So, there's tension there. Molly is being very supportive. You know, when it starts off, she's like, oh, you know, it's not so bad. That's fine. And then the drummer, the lights cut off, and the drummers come out. And they're like, whoa, okay, it's getting real. And Issa is freaking out. Like, she just thinks, she's like, no one will ever want to work with me again. Like, this is crazy. But Seth ends up loving the performance. You know, he does the thing again. I was blown away. So it seems like all is well. But Issa and Crenshaw, they make eye contact, and he is mean mugging her. Like, he is just disgusted. Like, how dare you? How dare you try to talk me into changing my performance? Trying to downplay who I am. I don't want nothing to do with you. Like, that's just how he was looking at her. And then she texts Nathan, see what's going on with him, see if he's free to hang out. And he comes over to her place. They're chilling out, and she's tired. He's like, you're falling asleep. I'm gonna go get an Uber. And she's like, no, you don't have to go. You don't have to leave. You can spend the night. Stay. Don't go. You don't need an Uber. Spend the night. And Nathan agrees. And also, during this time, you see Molly. She is on a date. I'm assuming they met from the app. He was a good-looking man. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes later on. And then they cut to Issa and Nathan. They're in bed together, you know, talking and getting close. And then Nathan moves in for a kiss Nathan starts to kiss Issa. And shortly after that, Issa starts crying. Like she is breaking down. She's so embarrassed. She's like, oh my God, I'm crying in your mouth. I thought I was ready. I'm not ready. And Nathan, he's just like, it's okay. It's fine. It happens. He's like awkwardly laying there holding her. And she is just crying. I guess he stays there just long enough for her to calm down. And then he does what he does best. He disappears. Next thing you know, you hear that door close. And it kind of wakes Issa up. And Nathan is gone, honey. He left. So, Issa is in bed alone. Because it seems like when things get tough, Nathan starts running. He is a track star. And that's how the episode ends. I wonder if we're going to see any more of Nathan the rest of this season. Physically, he's a beautiful man. But I don't know if their characters are good for each other. Doesn't really seem like a healthy relationship to me. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Looking at next week's, the preview for next week's episode, looks like it's going to focus on Lawrence. Looks like he's on a date with some new woman. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna hit the hay. Alright, I am in for the evening. I am going to relax and go to bed. I will show the results for this flat twist out for the video for tomorrow. I am doing non-stop November. I'm going to post something every day until the end of the month. I hope. I would like to. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I post things about makeup, hair, random things. Like, I just do whatever I want on this channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.